In this video, I would like to explain you how I do two-color knitting in Continental knitting. So first of all, you have the two strands. You wrap them between your pinky and your ring finger. One strand goes behind, and then you wrap it one more time over your index finger. When you look closely, you will see that the two yarns do not touch. There is a gap, so they will not get tangled. The first stitch, the way I do it, will be a purl stitch, and you only do it in one of the two colors. It doesn't matter which one. You can choose the bottom one or the upper one, whatever you like. So that's the first stitch, will be a purl stitch. Then both yarns go behind, and I'm doing this checker pattern here. So the next stitch will be pink. So I pick up the pink yarn. Next two, I pick up the gray. So now I have about 4 stitches going. It's really always important that you spread out your stitches and hold them down. The next color, so pink, hold that down a little bit with your middle finger. So now you knit 2 stitches in pink. You spread them out, hold gray down with your middle finger, work 2 stitches in gray. Spread the stitches out with your middle finger, hold down the pink because that's your next color. Next two is gray. Spread it out, hold down pink. So every time the color that is next, now a gray will be next, I hold the gray down, spread the stitches out, hold the pink down, spread the stitches out, hold the gray. Now we are looking at the last 2 stitches. I'm holding the pink down. I work 1 stitch in pink, and I work the last 2 stitches with both colors. Now I turn my work. The first stitch, so in the previous row you worked with 2 colors, now you turn it, and now the first stitch is worked purlwise, but only with 1 color. And I choose pink. You can also choose gray. It doesn't matter. The next row will be worked in the color what you see. So now I do 1 stitch in pink, and both yarns stay in the front. Gray, gray. I know it's a lot more confusing on the purl side because you have to ignore the other yarn that you're not working with more because it's facing you. And same too, spread out the stitches. Now I'm working with gray. This time I hold it down with my thumb. Purl, purl, hold the pink yarn down, purl, purl. Always stretch the stitches out a little bit. Yarn goes to the front. Gray, gray. Spread the stitches out. Purl, purl. Yarn goes to the front. Gray, gray. Hold on. Always hold down the yarn you are working with. Otherwise the stitches pucker. Gray, gray, pink, and the last one will be knitted as 2 knit stitches. Knit them together. Now you turn your work again, and also 2-color knitting likes it when you stretch the stitches. They kind of fall into place, and I'm really stretching them very hard, which makes them look more evenly. So the next row will be the knitted row again, and you're probably most interested what I will do with the first stitch. First stitch will be purlwise, but only with one strand. Again, I pick gray. Now we have to switch yarns again, the colors. So I will go for gray and pink. So I will show you what will happen if I do not spread out or do not hold down the yarn. If I don't hold the yarn down, it might be that the strand in the back gets too tight. See, and now I'm not holding it down. And when you look, and the strands in the back are too short. So the strand has to be as long as the 2 stitches will be wide. So to get it right again, and also see how my 2 yarns stay separate by the way I wrapped it. So again, yarn goes between the 2 fingers, 1 strand behind, and 1 more wrap over your index finger so the 2 strands do not touch. So now I spread out the 2 gray stitches with my middle finger. I hold down the pink yarn, 2 stitches in pink, stretch out the yarn, hold down with my middle finger the gray yarn, 2 stitches in gray, spread it out, hold down with my middle finger.